Well, here we are, boys. We're just coming in onto a place here. What's the name of your place, Ray?
McAuliffe's.
McAuliffe's is the name of the place. 2,600 acres. And we'll go over the place and give you a good look at it. Its place is running around a bit over 400 head of cattle, and very good carrying country. And we'll go into a bit more on the place as we go. Boys, just showing you here, this is some of the cattle on the place. As you can see, it's been a very dry year. As I said, this place is 2,600 acres. It's running over 400 of cattle here. These are the calves that are coming off, and the cows that are with calves on them. And you can see that it's carrying it no trouble at all. The place is a bit short, but once we get a bit more rain, she'll soon fire up and get away. Boys, as you can see, these cattle speak for the country. As I say, we've just come through a very dry year. They've had a couple of storms in here. It's just freshening the country up, but these cattle have been carrying this condition right through the drier part and the cooler part of the year, and coming into spring now they've got a bit of green pick to chase. But it just demonstrates there's over 450 cattle here, and that just goes to show the carrying capacity of it and what it can do. Boys, as you can see, this property used to be a tree farm, and the fellow that's got it now, he's pulled all the trees that were on it, and he's been burning it. So you can see that the trees are laying on the ground, and where he's been getting a fire to clean them up, so to speak. But once again, once this place gets a bit of feed over it, you won't even notice that timber there. But what I'm trying to get at here with it, the grass that's growing here is signal grass, which is a very high carrying grass, as well as there's roads and natural pastures. What's the other grass you said you got? Bluegrass growing here as well. So they're good heavy carrying pastures, and that is dictated itself by the fact that it's running over 400 cattle on the 2,600 acres, and it's been doing that now for how many years? 2 years. Well, I was just looking across that pool country there and into that tall timber or grown trees over there. Those grown trees are part of it. The vendor has been keeping those for a bit of timber for the place, fencing and yard building and so forth. But it's just a strip runs along that boundary of the property here.
They average about 100.
Just looking here, boys, this patch of country here is all spotted gum, and you can see the size of the timber. I hope you can pick it up with the video. I'm trying not to go in too far and get you a better look at it, but these beautiful poles here, and also trees that would cut into some good timber as well, spotted gum timber. But it's a real good stand of spotted gum, and this is part of that piece I showed just a minute ago, running along the top end of the property. This is some of the country that's been stick raked, boys, and you can see once it's raked it comes up pretty good. Once again, it's been kept down a bit. We've been through a real bad year, obviously, and the numbers have been carried, but even with the numbers that are here, this grass is coming away with a bit of rain that's been that this place has had. The country's coming away quite well, and will do so. The place will tidy up really well at the end of the day. Good big shed, as you can see on the place. Inside there's a donga with kitchen and everything else, and of course place there to store machinery, and walled in on two sides. Very good steel frame shed. That high tree line you see out over there, boys, that's basically the boundary there as it runs around. So if you look at the high tree line as it goes right around there, that's the boundary looking back off the pool country that we're looking at here. This is the cattle yards on the place, boys, and the vendor told me that he's four-way drafted up to 400 head of cattle through this yard. Let's get another shot a little bit further around, but good solid timber yards, as you can see, and laneways coming from all paddocks into the yard and back to the hardest thing to do anything with is a damn yard. Boys, just looking here, this is looking at the vet crush and pound and so forth, where all the action happens. No scales here, and little ladder over there to get up and walk on the top and do your work on the top of the cattle when you're working your cattle through the yard. But good cool yard up in a ridge here, and certainly good solid yards. Just looking back once again back across some of this country, that That down there, that country down there, has had a bit of a fire through. It's burnt a lot of the timber off the ground. Good hot fire, and as you can see later on, when you do come to rake it, it'll be a lot lighter raking to get it off. We're just going to follow this road back around down another paddock. Just another look down across another flat there, boys. You get an idea of the lay of the country. There's like little knobs which we're travelling down now, and then riding back into a nice little flat in between, which once again, with signal grass and everything else, carries nice little. There's plenty of calves in this country, and they're good-looking calves. The cows are looking well for the calves that are on them, and they've had calves taken off them not so long back. But these cows have been here all through the dry period, and you can see they're not suffering one little bit, and they're dropping good calves, feeding calves. Just taking a shot here under the power line, you can get an idea what this country will look like once it's raked and tidied up. That's a bit of an idea what it'll be. So when you're looking at what's got to be cleaned up, and once again, you don't have to need to clean it all up at once. A couple more fires over that timber, then you have bugger all left. Just a matter of interest here, boys. There's a grid just there. As you look over a bit further, I'll just zoom up on it there. You see there's another grid. That's the laneway heading up to the yards, and there's grids. Another point too, all the paddocks going around the property have all got grids on them instead of gates, so when you're going around doing things, you just got to drive over the grids. Some of them need a bit of soil around them, but other than that, they're all good access grids to get around the property. Well, there you have it, boys. Just another little flat run. This flat here runs right back up to the yards where we were there before. But as you can see, this is a good black soil flat. This 2,600 acres running 260 head of cattle speaks for itself, really. At the end of the day, very good carrying capacity. A little bit more work and you probably run a few more cattle, but once again, you're not bloody running a big place to run good numbers. So there you have it, boys. If you'd like to have a look at it, give me a ring and I'll get you out and get you over. We're down just a bit south of Baroran and Miriam Vale area, and in a good rainfall area as well. Talk to you soon.